Hello, hello, Melanie here, coming at you today with another edition of Off the Mat. And today I'm going to be talking about a very timely and relevant subject, and that is weighing your weight loss options and how to choose what is right for you. Now it's April of 2026 at the time that I'm filming this video, which means spring has finally sprung. The days are longer, flowers are blooming, and there's just a feeling of just light happiness in the air. And with spring comes the natural feeling to shed our layers, show a bit more skin, and maybe shed some of the pounds that we picked up during the winter months. With all of that in mind, you may be trying to decide what the best approach is for you to lose the weight. There's a lot of different options out there, from GLP-1s, weight loss challenges, cleanses, juicing, the good old-fashioned strength training and adjusting your diet. But the key is really to not only lose the weight, but keep the weight off. So again, the question is, what's going to be effective, what's going to be sustainable long-term, and what works best for you? So the first step would be just to take a step back and evaluate how we got to where we are, why the number on the scale went up. Fluctuations in weight are a normal part of life. I know that we don't like it, but the fact of the matter is that they are a normal part of life. Whether it is because we had a more sedentary lifestyle during the winter months, you just gave birth, sometimes medications you're on can cause you to lose weight, good old-fashioned genetics. There's a lot of reasons why the number on the scale does this all the time. So do not give yourself a hard time for that happening. It happens to me, it happens to you. But the question then is to, one, take a look back and see how we got here, and two, figure out how we want to move forward. So the first step would be what I consider the good old-fashioned way. No medications involved, but primarily focusing on adjusting your diet, adjusting your workout regimens, checking your hormone levels, and getting good, adequate amounts of sleep. And with this approach, you're looking at foundational lifestyle changes and habits. So taking a look at each one of the natural approaches just a little bit more in depth, let's talk about strength training. With strength training, you're increasing your muscle mass, which helps to support your metabolism, which ultimately plays a role in how we digest our food and leading to weight loss. Next, we come to nutrition. And with nutrition, there's a few things we look at. Increased fiber intake, which helps to cleanse you out. Increased protein intake, which can help with strength training, building muscle. Hydration, which keeps you hydrated and it ultimately helps in helping to cleanse you out. And I would also add meal sizes, so portion sizes, and the timing of your meals. All of that plays a role, and if you factor in what I've been talking about for the past year, seasonal eating, we've got a good combination to help support your body and help your body thrive and ultimately maintain your desired weight. Lastly, we'll talk about the combination of stress hormones and sleep. With increased amounts of stress hormones or cortisol, you're operating at a 10 at all times of the day. You're holding on to the stress, and that really does cause gains in weight. With that in mind, we want to regulate that nervous system and bring our stress level down so we can operate at baseline and keep things under control. So breathing exercises, meditation practices, good sleep hygiene are just a few of the ways that we can keep our stress levels down, and which will ultimately help us lose the weight. So now let's switch gears and talk about medications for weight loss, because like I said at the beginning of this video, those are everywhere. GLP-1s are everywhere, from your favorite celebrities to influencers to people you may even know in your own life. And you want to know, are they effective and will they work for you? So GLP-1s are medications that are used to treat type 2 diabetes. However, a few of them have the additional FDA approval for weight loss. The way that GLP-1s work is that they help regulate your blood sugar. Again, they're for type 2 diabetes, so they want to keep your blood sugar at a nice normal level. And when you have more regulated blood sugar, that's going to control your cravings, your appetite, and helps you feel full for a little bit longer. There are a few criteria that have to be met in order to use GLP-1s for weight loss, including a BMI above 30, or if you have a BMI between 27 and 30 and a coexisting condition like heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Also important to be aware of potential side effects that are associated with GLP-1s, just like you want to be aware of side effects with any medication you take. But specifically here, because most of these are injections, you may have pain at the injection site, experience a rash, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain. So definitely be aware of those before you start a GLP-1 medication. So those are the two approaches that I'm going to focus on in regards to how to weigh what's best for you. So the old-fashioned approach, or whether it's time to incorporate a medication into your regimen. Other approaches like fasting, juicing, cleanses, that's another conversation for another day. The whole idea with weight loss is that once you lose the weight, you want it gone. Like, go away, don't come back. That's why it's important to take the approach that creates a long-term solution. So with all of this in mind, what is the best approach and how do we decide? Ultimately, the decision really is up to you, but it's important to make an informed decision because, again, you want the weight to be gone and stay gone. So it's important to have these conversations with a qualified healthcare provider like your physician, like your pharmacist, like your nurse, dietitian, health coach, somebody that can provide you with not only just the objective point of view, but the data and just provide that space for you to speak openly, candidly, and honestly. So me personally, I think it's a combination of the two. If you meet the FDA criteria for using a GLP-1 in weight loss, by all means, give it a try. But what you need to be aware of is that it pairs well with the natural weight loss methods. So GLP-1s are going to help you with the timing of your meals and the meal sizes, but it's up to you to decide what you eat. It's up to you to decide to incorporate the protein and the fiber and the hydration. It's up to you to incorporate strength training into your regimen, and it's up to you to manage your stress and have a good sleep hygiene routine. So really, it's about the combination of the two and creating the sustainable habits and the long-term results that you desire. So before you make the decision, I strongly encourage you to do your research and have the conversations. I know we all want to have the quick fix. I know that right now, like I said, it's April and June is just around the corner. Beach season is here. We want to look good in our shorts. So we want that quick fix solution, but we don't want to have the rebound effects, and we want to know how to manage any adverse side effects that may result if we start taking a medication or if we get injured from having an exercise regimen. So do your research on the medications, talk to your qualified healthcare provider. You can speak with me, schedule the consult, and we can go over our options and create a plan that works just for you. To take a deeper dive into this subject, you can read my blog with the same name, Weighing Your Weight Loss Options, on my website. Just visit mymoveswithmelanie.com. And while you're there, go ahead and schedule that complimentary consultation. I cannot wait to meet with you and chat with you about how we can get you from where you are to where you want to be. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with more health coaching tips very soon. Bye.